Hi friends, it's the Thak here for the noobs. Gun Game is live in Call of Duty Cold War Season 2. Now it's one of the best game modes in the history of Call of Duty, and I've always had a lot of fun in this game mode. So I thought we could take a quick look at how to play Gun Game, how it actually works, and look at some of the tips and tricks to winning in Gun Game. By the way, it's also a great way to level up weapons that you wouldn't normally use, because it's a mode where everyone has the same range of weapons, and a lot of people will be new to some of those weapons, and any kills you get in Gun Game with those weapons do help to level up those weapons themselves. Just a quick overview in case you don't know what Gun Game is. So Gun Game is essentially a multiplayer mode that drops all players onto a map with the same starting weapons. If you get a kill with that weapon, you'll move on to the next weapon in a predetermined order that every player in the game will follow, and this goes on until one player has managed to nab a kill with every weapon in that order. By the way, if you do get a melee kill, then you actually reset the player that you killed with the melee to the weapon they had before, unless you're still on your first weapon, in which case it won't reset them then, they'll just stay on the first weapon. And it's actually quite fun to do. I used to have a lot of fun running around and just meleeing people, because then you just set them back and they get so angry. Do remember though, if you do get a melee kill, it doesn't actually count as a weapon kill, so it won't level up your current weapon, and in essence, it's impossible to win just by meleeing through the whole game. But you can have some fun. It's definitely a lot harder now than it used to be. Before you used to have a knife and you could one kill people with the melee. It's a little harder now, but still possible for sure. And like I said, it's a really compelling game mode that really helps you level the playing field because there aren't any perks or loadouts. It's purely about learning how each weapon works and getting kills with them. Now here are a few tips if you want to get kills fast and level up quick in Gun Game. Tip 1. Use the minimap to identify the position of your enemies. There aren't any perks as I said. In Gun Game it's a free-for-all, and when people shoot you get to see their position on the minimap, so it can be really useful to keep an eye out on that to see where enemies actually are. Also try and use cover and stay behind walls. Like I said, because it's a free-for-all, there's a lot of people running around, everyone's trying to kill everyone, and sometimes it helps just having a bit of cover. A tip for if you get to the end and you've got to get a knife kill, one good way to do it is actually just hide in cover, wait for an enemy to approach, and then surprise attack them. Otherwise it can be a bit tricky if they've got a strong weapon like an assault rifle or SMG and you've only got a knife. Another good tip, and this actually applies for most of the situations in Call of Duty game modes, listen to enemy footsteps. Because this is a free-for-all, respawn times are almost non-existent, so knowing the enemy's direction, listening out for footsteps, using that minimap is really important because enemies can literally respawn anywhere around you at any time. Also try to adjust your gameplay based on the weapon that you level up to. For example, if you've got a shotgun or an SMG, you probably want to be a bit more aggressive, pushing closer to enemies to get those kills. If you've got something like a sniper, you probably want to slow down your game, maybe pick a building to shoot through a window. But yeah, you probably want to change the way you're playing depending which weapon you switch to. And one other tip is that switching weapons can actually get you killed. But of course in this game mode you don't really have a choice. When you get a kill, it automatically changes your weapon. So really, you want to try and get a kill and then duck behind cover while you get promoted to the next weapon, and then duck out from the cover again, and you can use that to kill any other enemies you find. But yeah, it's good to use cover in between weapon changes. And that's it, just a few tips to help you win more gun games. Like I said, it's a really fun mode, so go give it a go. It is a little chaotic, and if you've never played it before it can be a little tricky, especially if you get the sniper rifle or some of the other harder to use weapons. But the games are pretty quick, they go pretty fast, so you can definitely play a few games just to get used to it. I hope this video was useful for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to join us on our journey. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.